You're wasting all the time. Another hour gone, did you hear the chime? You're wasting all the time.
Recorded for Thursday,
May 21st, 2020. Yeah.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Wasting All the Time, an improv comedy podcast, season 2. My name is John, and with me today are but two of my usual cohorts. To my metaphorical left, the devil
Dave.
on my shoulder,
Ooh, Dave.
and to my metaphorical right, the angel.
Oh, poor John. It's me, Cody.
And we're going to waste all your time. We've already begun. Unfortunately, our fourth co-host, Jess, could not be with us tonight, but hopefully she will be back in the near future. In the meantime, you're going to have to, deal with, a little bit less great ratio of Y chromosomes.
Man, that was, I'm going to get you a new pair of shoes because you tap danced around that one for way too long. Good one, Cody.
So, without further ado, let's move it on to our very first segment, the Jonologue.
And now it's time for John to break shit down. Now entering the Jonologue.
So I want to talk a little bit about Amaretto, and then we can all go back to what we were doing. So Amaretto, as many of you know, is a dessert liqueur. It's flavored with almonds, which makes it very similar to another kind of almond-scented beverage you may be familiar with if you read a lot of mystery novels, which is cyanide. Now, Amaretto and cyanide, totally different things. But when mixed together, actually make a really great cocktail. It's not done very often because it's hard to get a hold of cyanide in a concentration that is acceptable for drinking. But when you do mix them together, the two react with one another in a really interesting way. And so when you drink it, it actually opens up the flavor profiles of both, and gives you this really interesting, minty aftertaste, which a lot of connoisseurs really, really value a lot. The only problem with it is that, instead of dying in the normal way that you would die, from drinking cyanide, it takes a lot longer and it really hurts.
I just want more information on the flavor profile of cyanide. How it really opens it up. That got me just right, dude.
Thank you.
Minty.
No, apparently cyanide poisoning is really god awful.
Ugh.
It is not a painless way to go.
Yeah. Noted.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, now that we have that out of the way, let's move it on. I forgot to mention at the top of the episode, but you may have noticed that everything we're doing is completely improvised. We just make it up on the spot.
That is important.
Yes, it was probably obvious before now, but, there you go. And so we're going to move it on to our next segment now, which we like to call Fruitwards.
Upwards, downwards, forwards, backwards, I say we go Fruitwards.
So now it's time to play Fruitwards. Fruitwards is a game we play utilizing cards of two kinds and colors. Red cards are nouns and green cards are adjectives. We will use our fancy dancy app developed by one of our favorite patrons, Unexampled Salt. That's right?
Woo! Yes.
That's right.
Okay. I love you all equally, so I forget a lot who does what.
I like that.
It's like a backhanded insult. Like, I don't even know.
Okay, and so our fantastic app has given me the words disagreeable, duplicity.
Oh.
Disagreeable duplicity. That is.
Some excellent alliteration.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, Leadstone, are you ready to receive your next mission?
I suppose so.
Right, well, we need you to go deep undercover on this one.
Oh.
And it's
all
going
right.
to pose a challenge. I know you're sort of a even keel, sort of get along with everybody kind of chap,
I like to get along.
but we're going to need you to impersonate Chester Harlington, the least liked man in all of Great Britain.
Wow. Undercover as a well-known person. Huh. I can do anything that you asked me to do, Captain.
Well, that's why you've pulled this assignment. Everyone else is far too agreeable. And you did do that one thing the one time, do you remember?
Yeah, but it's only because the animal shelter was not agreeing to my terms.
Yes, and so you did that thing, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yes, you threw toilet paper over their fence.
I really lashed out.
Mhm. Yes, and so that's why I thought you would be the perfect agent for this assignment. So let's see you pretend to be, I don't know, mean or something.
Okay. All right. Oh. Well, for the purposes of role play, I'm going to call you Eddie. Is that all right, Captain?
Yes, that's just fine. My name is Edward.
Oh. Captain. I did not know that. Okay. All right, here we go. Mean. You sorry sack of shit, Eddie. I'm going to come in there. I'm going to choke you out until you cry for mercy.
All right, let's shut this down. Shut this down.
What? Did I do okay, Captain?
I'm very uncomfortable right now. I can't believe you would speak in such a manner to a superior officer.
Oh, I really flashed back to that when I really lost it and was throwing all that TP. Oh, man. I went back to that dark place.
Yes, it was terrible to behold.
So,
Really disappointed in you, Agent.
oh no. You don't want me to be Chester anymore?
Well, I mean, I have to have you be Chester, but now I feel conflicted about it because you're just so mean.
Well, it's a tall order impersonating the most disliked man in all of the land. Do you think I overdid it?
I think, if anything, you underdid it. I think...
fuck you just say to me? The fuck you just say to me?
I said you're not mean enough, Agent.
Not mean enough?
Not mean enough.
I don't know. I don't know if you or your kids that live in a happy little home with not a care in the world are prepared for the future that I will bring down on you.
Your face is very close to mine, Agent. Are you trying to kiss me? Is that what's going on?
It had crossed my mind.
Ding! Oh.
That was goofy.
Very good times.
It had duplicity and disagreeableness.
Yes.
Disagreeable.
Yeah.
Is the Latin root.
when it's moving.
Yes, it's like velocity, but it's disagreeability.
Yeah. Nice.
Cool. Well, let's move it right along to the next segment, which sounds something like this.
What have you been up to? To what have you been?
Cody,
Yeah.
what have you been up to?
Like working out and gaining weight has been the biggest things that I'm doing. Like I never really realized how much exercise, even just being at work, despite it being a desk job. But like, I take the stairs and then I'm, finicky. So I'll do work and then I'll just walk down to the cafe and walk back. I walk around work a lot. So I'm getting a little bit of activity, walk to my car. Like where at my house, it's like, the bathroom is 12 feet away. Perfect. The kitchen is like 30 feet away. And so I'm always eating and just like sitting here. And then when I'm done, I'm like, done with work. Video games. And so I'm just still sit here. So Jenny and I have been doing recently a bunch of like kickboxing classes from this place called 9 Round.
Right.
We were actually featured in their newsletter. We sent in a picture.
Ooh.
Or we tagged ourselves in a picture on Instagram and they used it in their newsletter. So that was nerdy fun.
Yeah, that's super awesome.
And just today, as of recording, we got in a pair of striking pads. They go on your forearms and they're, a foot and a half-ish wide and about as tall as forearms. And they're really good for actually hitting and kicking things. Because with these kickboxing workouts, it's great, but you just punch in the air. And punching in the air only takes you so far. It's not as satisfying, and you're just like, I need to hit something.
Yeah.
So we got those, and we're gonna start kicking that in because I'm sitting here a lot.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still streaming. Twitch.tv/practicalrook. I had a surprise weekend stream because Bard Cicero actually was like, "Hey, there's this new MMO that just came out. It's the ground floor, still early access. They just did an update. You should go check it out." And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." Jumped on, just figured I'd have some fun on a Saturday, like the regulars might stop by. And I had 23 people watching the stream for quite a while.
Oh,
Nice.
wow.
Which is like double what I usually get. So that felt freaking great. Just cracking jokes. And it was one of those moments where I didn't look at the viewer count at all because I try to avoid it, to avoid like obsessing over who's watching, what did they leave, whatever. And I happened to glance at chat and look up at the number and it was like, oh, that's huge. Okay, then. So it was really exciting. And I'm looking for more ways to do fun stream stuff. But yeah, keeping on.
Yeah.
Super awesome. Any further YouTubeage?
Yeah, we just, as of this recording, released today another episode of the us playing the game Crawl, which is a PvEVP, to be super nerdy about it. Like you're fighting as the one live human player is fighting through the dungeon, and the other players are ghosts that summon monsters and possess traps. And if you kill the human player, like if you get the last hit, he turns into a ghost, and whoever got the last hit turns into a human and keeps going through the dungeon.
Oh, God.
It's an absolute blast. We just released an episode of that today, and then last week we released our latest Does a Thing, which is a real-life cooking challenge, which is horrifying, but really entertaining.
Nice.
Who is we again?
Have to watch that.
We is Wild7 and I. He's the other half of Mid-Tier Entertainment.
There you go. Thanks.
Yeah.
And on the Does a Thing, you had a special guest, did you not?
We did. Randy Orlando. Was hilarious, played by my friend Jay, who I've done Suspects, Murder Mystery Dinner Theater with. Brilliant comedian, really nice guy. We're getting in the local talent on our amazingly popular shows, I know.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it. We had an absolute blast putting it together. We actually spread it into 2 episodes. The next one's coming out next month because we didn't want to cut so much that it would fit into our normal like time slot. And we're like, screw it. We'll just do another one because it's our show and we do what we want.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice. So, Dave.
Yes.
Dave.
Yes.
Dave.
Yeah.
I had to say it 3 times like Beetlejuice.
That's right.
Davel juice.
What have you been up to?
Well, I went ahead and did the thing that I was threatening to do, and I got back on the South Beach diet.
Oh, nice.
And so I'm getting meals delivered,
Oh, it's
and it's all right. You know, it kind of happened at the same time I was starting to really get excited about doing my own cooking, and now I'm getting mostly frozen things that I only have to like supplement with, you know, more fresh vegetables. So it's not that much opportunity for cooking right now, but I'm looking forward to getting back to doing my own cooking.
Yeah.
And I don't know when that's going to be though. I'm gonna stay on this sort of regimen for quite a while. I think at least a few months, just to give it the old college try.
Right.
And get things moving in the right direction, and then try to just be sensible about my own meal prep when the time comes. So I'm collecting ideas for that for when I'm responsible for all of my food.
deep fried butter on a stick.
Oh, yeah. Which is, when you think about it, stick on a stick.
Nice.
Stickception.
Sticks. Hot dog on a hot dog.
Genius.
Anyway.
Yeah. So I'm down a few pounds already, and looking forward to that continuing.
Very nice.
You're champion.
Yeah. I recently fell down a YouTube trap. I found the Bon Appetit YouTube channel.
Oh.
They have a test kitchen in New York, and they produce lots of videos of along various themes. One of them is making a gourmet version of something you buy from the store.
Oh,
nice.
The first one I saw was tater tots.
Okay.
Where they looked at tater tots and then tried to break down like exactly what's in them, what makes them so good, and then they tried to make tater tots from scratch that came out, that would come out just like the ones that you get from the store, if not better.
I mean,
so it's,
they're just potatoes, shredded potatoes. I mean, is the base ingredient, yeah?
You'd think it's as simple as that. But turns out to get shredded potato to, get into little plug shapes,
stay in top
and
form,
hold that shape and fry properly, and and all of the rest, it's like, oh, actually a lot went into that. Then I watched one where they tried to make Pop-Tarts.
Oh,
I saw a couple more of those. Then they had a series where their entire team tried to make like the perfect pizza.
That's a tall ass order.
Yeah.
It was, and the result was very controversial in my opinion.
Well, yeah, because I mean, just agreeing on criteria for what makes pizza good is controversial.
Yeah, so it was a series of videos. The first video was about making the perfect dough. Mm-hmm. The second video was about making the perfect cheese. Then the perfect sauce. Then getting the perfect toppings.
Wow, just a fight with every one of those.
And then they put it all together at the end. It was fascinating. Mm-hmm. And each episode was over half an hour. Wow. And I watched all of it, and I wanted pizza so damn bad.
That's how they get you. It just belongs to Big Pizza making those documentaries.
I feel like I need to watch it now just so I can spend a lot of time shouting at my screen.
Yeah, do it. I recommend it. The Bon Appetit YouTube channel. Very interesting videos on there.
Nice.
So that's what I've been up to.
Cool.
That sounds fun.
Yeah. John, what about you, man?
Well, I have been continuing my gardening adventure.
Oh, fun times.
Yeah. About a little over a week ago, planted some actual seeds. Everything I had planted thus far had been seedlings. So I planted some some additional bush bean seeds. So like these are just like a straight ahead standard green bean.
Uh-huh.
And I'll tell you what, like it's great. It's great to plant seedlings and watch them like grow and succeed. But
Uh-oh.
but watching sprouts pop up from seeds you planted, that is a totally different kind of high, man. So yeah, all of the beans that I planted have sprouted. I think all but 2 of them have like fully popped up and shown their leaves.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sexy.
Yeah. I planted a whole bunch of lettuce in our remaining section of the garden beds. So it's 4 different types of lettuce, 1 row of each. So those should start sprouting in probably about a week from now.
Mm-hmm.
And I also got as like my kind of probably won't work out, but what the hell, let's try it out. a watermelon seedling.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. We were kind of oscillating on it. Rain, my wife, mentioned it as like, oh, we should grow watermelon. I was like, oh yeah, that's a great idea. And then I looked up growing watermelon and found out actually this is a hard one.
Just look at it nice and be like, hey, come on.
No.
How so? The mounds and
very-
stuff, or
the mounds, a lot of it is the space that it takes.
mm-hmm.
Also, like most vining plants of that type, when their vines, touch the ground, they'll actually root in those places. And so they'll have several different root points that are all, taking nutrients from the ground and helping the whole plant. Watermelon doesn't do that. They just have the one root base.
Oh,
And so
that sounds
and so-
frustrating.
Yeah, and so it's like you have to have that just right so that one root base is super taken care of so that it can grow this big ass plant.
Right.
So, yeah, we'll
Gotcha.
see how it goes.
Yeah. The nice
Yeah.
thing about gardening is that you are creating life, but if you fail at nurturing that life, it's not a crime.
Right. Yeah, I'm pretty happy thus far with how things are shaking out. So I think not everything out there is going to be successful. I mean, the pole beans I've pretty much written off at this point. They're just, for whatever reason, those did not work out.
Too close
This
to the
year.
equator.
Probably, yeah.
And the radio waves that it produces.
Yeah.
It's 5G.
But the other bush beans are coming along very nicely. That's actually starting to grow some actual beans on them.
Ooh.
Nice.
Probably in another couple weeks we'll have our first little harvest of those.
Yay.
And then finally on one of my cucumber plants got a flower.
Nice.
Man, what's to say? It's awesome. You're actually growing actual food. Like, not like, oh, I
Yeah.
planted this one plant. It made half a strawberry and then died, which is
Right.
definitely not my experience. I don't know what you're talking about. Shut up.
Yeah, I'm excited about the strawberries too. We'll see how those go. I think that's going to be still maybe another month or so before we get some big strawberries off of them, but they're definitely coming along.
Awesome.
Yeah, so that's what I've been up to.
Very cool.
Neat.
Yeah. So now that you're all caught up on that, let's move it right along.
What's weird in the world today? Yeah. What's weird in the world today?
Cheeky dad saves 2 pounds with tooth fairy prank, but other parents point out his mistake.
Dun, dun, dun.
2 pounds.
Workers around the world have been affected by the coronavirus pandemic, and it seems the Tooth Fairy is no different. When his son lost a tooth, Dad, Joe Heenan, seized the opportunity to play a cheeky prank on him by taping a note claiming to be from the Tooth Fairy on the back door.
Get it? Teeth? Cheeky? There's nothing there. Never mind.
You did your best.
The note broke the heartbreaking news that the Tooth Fairy wouldn't be able to leave money under his pillow due to social distancing guidelines put in place by the government. It read, "Sorry, due to social distancing, I'm not allowed in your house. Maybe next time. Love, the Tooth Fairy, XXX."
Oh, no hugs.
Stand-up comedian Joe posted an image of the note on Twitter with the caption, "My son lost a tooth last night. I just saved myself £2. It racked up more than 21,000 likes as it left others laughing, but some parents pointed out a major flaw in his cheeky plan.
As the internet does.
I really like the word cheeky.
It's British. It's like their favorite adjective.
Yeah. One pointed out, nope. The Tooth Fairy has dispensation as an essential worker like health professionals, supermarket staff, and so on. Another said, not sure Tooth Fairies are bound by government guidelines, nor is there any evidence to suggest they can catch or transmit coronavirus. Others were simply left baffled that the going rate for a tooth had inflated since their childhood. As one replied, "Saved yourself £2? Thought your son lost 1 tooth, not 4. You need to check your maths, mate." It appears the note is almost definitely a fake after the Tooth Fairy was confirmed as a key worker at the highest level. New Zealand Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern spoke out at a press conference to clarify the working status of both the Tooth Fairy and the Easter Bunny earlier this month. Following concerns from children that the pair would be unable to visit their homes, she stated both would be exempt from lockdown. Sorry, Joe.
Okay, all right. I got my mask. I got the antibiotic spray. I got the wipes. Got like extra mat. I got gloves. I've
got the face shield.
I got the what?
I've got the face shield.
Oh, you got the face shield. I always forget the face shield. Okay, no, that's good. So we don't, nobody sneezes on us.
Yeah.
Got that. God, we are forgetting anything?
I've got my rabbit's foot.
Okay.
For good luck.
Very important. Very, very important.
I've got a pouch of salt that we can make a circle around us at any time if it becomes necessary.
Oh, in case of vampires. Yeah, that's vampires, right?
I thought it was any evil spirit.
Oh, are vampires spirits? I thought they were evil made flesh.
Right. So I don't know about the vampires.
Oh, dang it. Do you have garlic?
No.
Oh, do we have garlic powder? What if we mix garlic powder in with the salt?
Oh, that would be tasty. I mean, yeah, that would probably work. Multi-purpose.
Oh, okay. Man, we're good at this. Okay. We got that.
We haven't even done it yet, and we're already really good at it.
I know, right?
Were you guys going to bring along the toy bag?
Oh.
Damn it.
That's just,
Santa.
I'm sorry. It just throws a monkey wrench in the whole thing.
It's just, why would you, in this time with these concerns, you want to put all the presents all in one container?
It's a magic bag. Each set of presents is in its own little, separate compartment in space-time.
Oh.
I consider that to be, fairly safe.
I'm sorry, I was ignorant to your magical ways. I didn't know that's how it worked.
I've been doing this for 1,000 years, Spiffy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, no, he's super good at this. Like, man.
You think this is the first pandemic I've worked through?
No. 1,000 years? Hold on. Yeah. No.
No. No, I worked through the big granddaddy of them all, the Black Death. Do you know what I did? Do you know what I did that Christmas?
Did you wear a hauntingly scary, mask?
With the nose. Oh, the nose was so cool.
And
yes, I did. It was, considered best practices at the time, but I delivered toys, damn it. That's what I did. I delivered toys. I'm Santa Claus. I delivered the fucking toys.
Yeah, to the adults.
Well, most of the children were dead.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Gotta get some more.
Ding.
Wah, wah.
That was awesome. So dark.
Christmas came early this year.
Yeah. Economy D.
Okay.
There's the door.
so-
You may use it.
Well, with that out of the way, there is but one more segment for us to tackle.
But tackle.
Butt tackle.
Yep.
Best tackle.
And that is the improv game of the week.
Yay.
It's the improv game of the week.
Every week on the podcast, we choose an improv game and try to play it.
Yep.
And this week's improv game is one that I don't think we've played for quite a while. It's way back in season 1.
Quite some time.
And it is called One Up.
Ooh.
So this is a game that Dave created, actually. It is based on the Monty Python 4 Yorkshiremen sketch. And it's basically just one person will tell a hopefully brief, impressive story about themselves. And then the next person will try to one-up that with their own story and so forth. And it will come back to the original person who will try to beat everyone.
Ooh.
And it's all made up.
Yup. Oh, hey guys, how's it going?
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not bad, man.
Oh. Well, I'll tell you what, I am having the best day ever.
Wow.
Yeah, I finally got back at that guy at work.
Dude, bro.
You know, the one who'd been stealing my lunch every day.
Oh,
Dude,
what
bro.
tool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So check this out. So today, instead of making my normal lunch,
Uh-huh.
I made myself sushi rolls.
Dude.
Only I didn't use sashimi grade sushi.
Oh.
Whoa. Is that even legal?
Not if you're a restaurant, no.
Oh.
But
Are
yeah,
you?
so like
Yeah, dude, bro. You
I'm
restaurant?
not. I work in an office.
Oh.
The guy steals my lunch every day. We talked about this.
Yeah,
like,
I got excited. Sorry.
at length,
Yeah.
like several times. I really get mad about it.
Well, it's just you made your own illegal sushi,
you're
so I thought it'd be.
not a. Go on.
Yeah, so I didn't use sashimi grade fish.
And
It was
did he
just
eat
normal
it?
fish, and so the guy he stole my lunch and he
Yeah.
ate it, and then I saw him running to the restroom because he had a case of the vicious liquid shits.
That's pretty
It
nasty.
was awesome. Vengeance served.
Well, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Like a ship-based revenge is among
Uh-huh.
the most evilest,
Yep.
probably. But have you ever caused an entire group-based vengeance? Yeah, it's just this one guy stealing your lunch, but have I a tale for you, my chums?
Okay.
One time, so it was like somebody was like stealing my lunch, but it was at my wedding and they stole my thunder. Like we're doing the vows and everything. We're up there, you know, talking and
Mhm.
doing the getting married stuff, and fucking Jacobson decides to propose to his girlfriend during the ceremony.
Dude, bro.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, you don't do that.
Don't do that. And everyone,
Dude.
like we were cool. We didn't kill him right there because that's uncouth at your own wedding, I think.
Yeah, bad luck.
Yes.
Bull.
And so it's just, oh yeah, we all clapped and then did the roast of our wedding. And then we went to their wedding and they invited us and they were like, oh, you know, hard feelings. And I just went, ha 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 ha. because there
Dude.
were hard feelings,
Super.
super hard.
super like obsidian feelings.
Oh wow, that's a hard thing.
I hope so. And so they like I was in on it. I was part of the Grumel party or whatever it's called. And so we're hanging out with Jacobson, and I snuck back into the kitchen where they're preparing this feast for everyone. And it's just all this good looking food that everyone was going to eat. They were going to serve it all at the same time, like you do with food. And I had I went to the pharmacy beforehand, and I got a bunch of Epicac.
Oh,
Oh
Epicac.
no, man!
Gnarly.
Yeah, so I spiked all of the food with it, and I didn't eat it. It came out, and it was just like, oh, this is me pretending to eat food, and it's super delicious, and I'm not throwing it on the floor.
Oh, dude, bro.
Yeah, and
You were throwing it on the floor?
I actually was. Little bonus vengeance. Bonus vengeance. Anyway, everybody vomited like crazy. Hundreds of people, just all of them spewing at once onto the floor and the walls and the tables. Someone even got some on the ceiling, which is impressive, to say the least. I mean, I had to pretend to throw up and be like, oh, I'm down with the sickness. Because
Threw
otherwise...
up in my mouth a little.
Yeah. I said that. No one was paying attention to me, though.
Shame. That's a good one.
Yeah. And anyway, I was like, oh, sorry, Jacobson, blah. And it was ruined.
Yeah. Oh man, that I can relate to that. Because sometimes, like, it gets you so mad, something that someone does.
Mhm.
It's like, oh man, dude, bro, what you just did is inexcusable, and you have to pay for that, man.
Yeah.
And I get it. And like if it wasn't Epicac, like if I was in your shoes, I mean, maybe I would at bare minimum, I would stand up and want to renew my vows with my wife.
Oh, that would be good. That
like bare minimum.
while they're vomiting.
But then the vomiting is a good touch.
Thank you.
10 out of 10 for style.
I appreciate your absolutely flawless score of my execution.
Yeah, I mean the intensity could have been better, you know.
Really?
Well, I mean, just as an example, like one time, like this was just like a week ago. I was driving down Leonard Street, right?
Mhm.
You know where it gets to that curve, and then there's the quick turn off, and there's no suicide lane, so you have to find a gap and go quick.
So annoying. Yeah.
Yeah. So this guy stopped in the middle of the street, even though he had a gap. He just wouldn't go. So he just sat there and it backed up traffic. And I was like, oh man, if you don't even know how to drive down Leonard, what are you doing here?
Yeah. What a toolbox.
Right? So I followed him home and I went through his trash in the nighttime. And I found that he was in need of a job. So I got some gasoline and I lit a fire on the side of his house.
Jesus.
And it got the garage pretty good. I was down the street with a pretty good vantage point, and the fire department showed up. They were able to put it out before it was a total loss, but there was a lot of smoke and water damage. And so now that dude is out of a job and has his house borderline destroyed.
Wow, that's evil.
Simple
And
was
evil
the word that I was looking for.
It also applies. It is a simplistic level of evil.
Also, dude, bro, gasoline, not as easy to light as you think.
It's the fumes, isn't it?
It's all about the fumes.
Man, I never would have guessed.
Right?
Well, good job, man. I bet he was ruining the day he didn't properly know how to drive.
Thanks. I follow up.
Oh, did he?
I'm going to see how it goes. That's part of it. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's pretty cool. I mean, that definitely getting a good bit of the way down that, evil revenge road here.
Revenge.
The simple evil. Revenge.
Not bad.
Simple evil.
Not bad. It could have been, I guess it could have been more evil. It was kind of a heat of the moment type thing. It sounds like
A crime of passion.
And
Yeah,
simplicity.
I mean, not a ton. I mean, you did a little bit of premeditation, but not a lot. It's not like, I was bullied a lot as a kid. And there was this one kid in particular, Tyler, who
I already don't like it.
bullied the hell out of me. And,
Tyler.
this was like elementary school. And, no one, it just, years passed, I moved away and all this. But, just always remembered Tyler bullying me. And,
The worst.
a while back, popped up on my Facebook. Like, oh, do you know this person? Yes, I do.
Dude,
Wish I
bro.
didn't. And so I went ahead and friended him. And, I, got to chatting with him a little bit, about old times.
Yeah.
He didn't remember things the same way as I did, but when I brought it up, he apologized.
Oh, scandal.
Murder. Face
Yeah.
murder.
For being a, kind of a dick.
We should light his house on fire.
Simple and evil. Make him vomit.
And yeah, apparently, like, he had no idea that he had affected me that much, and like it really messed with him. Like, he was like super tortured by the fact that actually he was a mean guy, and he started going around and talking to other people who went to elementary school with us, and they all said the same thing. Like, no, yeah, man, you were a bully back then, and it just totally destroyed him. Like, he's in therapy now.
Bro.
Wow.
We're still good friends. We talk all the time. But yeah, I totally showed him.
Truly, you are the bigger man. Revenge is a dish best served living well.
With a side of therapy.
Ding!
Not gonna lie.
I feel like that.
You scared me for a minute there. I was like, how horrifying is he gonna make this? Like,
I know. I was kind of oscillating between like.
it was like, yeah. So like, I run this firm, and I found him on Facebook, and then we hired him, and then he was gonna get a promotion, but then like just like utter destruction.
Mm-hmm.
But that was nice. Just like.
I thought about that, and then I couldn't think of a way to make it funny.
There's that.
Cool. Well, that was our improv game of the week, and now that that's done, so are we.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm feeling
So,
it.
yeah. This has been a lot of fun. If there was anything about the episode that you liked in particular, you can get a hold of us at www.wastingallthetime.com/vote.
Ooh.
And you can go there and you can vote for your favorite scenes. At the end of the year, we will tally up all the best loved scenes of the year and do a special where we count down the top 10 as decided by you, our groovitudinous listeners.
Yale.
Yeah.
Yes. And if there was anything about the episode that you didn't like, if there was anything, for example, that made you so sick to your stomach that you went and you like had to do that thing where like you're sick to your stomach and you don't know if you're going to throw up or not, and so you just like spend like an hour standing near the toilet feeling miserable, kind of wishing you would throw up because you know that if you threw up you would feel better, but also you really hate throwing up, so you kind of hope you don't, so you're kind of like holding it back.
I do not.
If it made you feel like that, you can go ahead and tweet that to me at Jay Hansen himself.
Ooh.
That's my personal Twitter, and I never check it, so you will not hurt my feelings. And so, I don't believe there's anything else. I've been John.
I've been Dave.
I have been Cody.
And together, we wasted all the time.
Bon voyage.
Yeah, butts.
Good night, folks.
Congratulations, you've made it to the end of another episode of Wasting All the Time, a podcast. If you enjoyed this show, then please consider subscribing on Apple Podcasts or Stitcher, or follow us on Spotify. If you really enjoyed the show, then head on over to patreon.com/timewastepod and become a supporter of our time-wasting efforts. Now, that was a lot of things I just threw at you, so if you forget all of that, just head on over to wastingallthetime.com. And there, we have all the answers.